Pleasant day to everyone. Welcome to the opening program for the celebration of World Space Week 2020. We are also streaming live via Pag-asa's official Facebook page. So good morning to all our viewers there. World Space Week is a week-long international celebration of science and technology and its contribution to the betterment of human condition. It is annually celebrated on October 4 to October 10. It is celebrated through a multitude of activities ranging from space education to outreach events. This year's theme is space and sustainability. We will now go ahead and take some time for the Q&A sessions. Sir Flash, I'll unmute you. You can ask your question.
Hello, good morning. Happy World Space Week to everyone. First of all, thank you, DOST PAGASA and Philippine Space Agency for making this possible. No? I just wanted to ask, actually this is directed more kay Engineer Leur, Labrador. In line with the theme of sustainability, space and sustainability, which is the theme. Prior to yung binanggit ninyo kanina na there's a US mandate na dapat within 5 years makabalik na yung satellites. When the first Philippine satellites were made, Maya, Diwata. Actually, I was able to attend the launches of those in UP. Are they made to last, or kumbaga by design yung components niya are really only expected to be functional with the defined lifespan? So kumbaga, like if you send out like a microsat or a CubeSat, kumbaga designed lang ba siya to be within 2 to 3 years, or it will really just die on its own?
All right, thanks, Sir Flash. That's a very good question. No? Inherently, if you send an object in space, especially in low Earth orbit, it takes around 20 years for it to naturally deorbit. Now, the next question would be, bakit yung lifespan na in-advertise natin, but hindi 20 years? The first subsystem that usually gives out is the power subsystem, yung batteries. Sila yung unang nasisira. If you have cell phones or other electronics in the past, kung papansin nyo, yung battery minsan lumulobo, minsan hindi na ma-charge. It's very similar in space, and especially in the harsh environments wherein you go from 0 to around 50, 60 degrees in a span of 90 minutes. Nandun siya sa shade, nandun siya sa araw. And the number one enemy of batteries is temperature fluctuation. So gusto nila very stable in temperature. That's the first thing that gives out. So we usually give 5 years yung lifespan of such batteries. The way to prevent this is to have more batteries, or maybe may reserba kang batteries na nandun sa subsystem. But the problem that you'll run into then is they will be heavy. So nandyan na yung launch cost implications, and you have to balance that out. So battery is one. The second thing that usually gives out is yung lenses ng cameras. Imagine being in space, exposed to the sun directly. May konting atmosphere pa doon, traces of atmosphere. Pero imagine if makita mo yung sun directly, nagkakaroon ng radiation effect doon sa lenses, para sila nagkakaroon ng cataract. So that's one of the effects as well of the harsh environments to our payloads. So usually ganon, kaya 5 years, but sometimes they exceed lifespan because over time they become optimized, no? For example, the batteries that we used for Diwata 1, we try to improve dun sa Diwata 2 based on the information that we've gathered. And also companies are coming in, sinasabi nila, ito mas tatagal. And so we try to use those as well. But of course, that's basically the limiting factor, at least for Diwata and Maya satellites.
Thank you so much po. If I may, just a follow-up question. Simula ba, does it fall under the classification of a CubeSat or a microsat, or it's significantly like a bigger brother with...
Ano na siya? Sorry sir, go ahead.
Okay lang po. Yun lang. Like, is it like a bigger brother na longer capacity, far and like better optics probably?
Yes, that's correct. No, nanosats usually 1 to 10 kilos. microsats 10 to 100 kilograms. Mula is 130 kilograms. So we classify it as a small satellite already. Of course, those are names, classifications given. Mas importante is yung capability. Dahil mas mabigat siya, mas marami tayong nasisiksik na technology sa kanya. So Mula will have its own propulsion system. So before Diwata and Maya satellites, kapag may parating na debris, mag-novena na lang kami para hindi tamaan. But for Mula, we have the capacity to vary the orbit. Mas taasan mo, mas ibaba mo para makaiwas dun sa incoming debris. So that's one of the additional features. And the camera, as I've mentioned, it will be from 1.2 kilometers across, magiging 120 kilometers yung kaya niya makita at the same resolution, 5 meters GSD. So that's a lot of information that the promise of Mula will give us.
Thank you, Sir Flash, for your questions and for thank you again, Engineer Labrador and Mr. Veloria, for sharing your time and expertise with us and for promoting space science and technology to our country and for all the missions that you will be doing in the future.